करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लाङ्घायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं। नमयों विष्णुपादाय श्रीगौरप्रियमूर्तये श्रीमते भक्तिवल्लभतीर्थगोस्वामिनामिने। कृपया क्षमतामपराधिजनं कलुषायुतसक्तसुदीननरं सुपथे परिचालय सर्वदिनं। प्रणमामि च माधवदेवपदम्। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। Oh. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto. We have to begin chapter number 4 today. We heard yesterday that how Brahmaji was prayed by Hiranyakasipu and he asked for various boons which he thought would make him immortal. He prayed that he should not be killed by any entity created by Brahmaji, neither a living creature nor a inert matter, nor by the astras or the shastras, means the weapons. There are two kinds of weapons, astra and shastra. Two weapons are, one weapon is that you throw at your enemy that will not come back. That is the arrow. And another kind of weapon is that you have the weapon in your hand and you are attacking. That is like the sword or the mace, etc. So they are two kinds of weapons. So here he should not be killed by weapons, any kind of weapons. He should not. You can sit here. Yes. and not killed by animals, beasts, not in the day, in the night, not inside, not outside, and neither in the sky nor on the ground. In this manner, he prayed for various benedictions by which he thought he has now become immortal. Apart from that, he said, you should bless me with all the perfections of the yogic activities, anima, lagima, mahima, etc. All these yogic perfections also you need to award to me. In this manner, Hiranyakashipu had prayed for the boons. Now we will begin the fourth chapter, first verse of Srimad Bhagavatam 7th canto. Shri Narada Uvacha Evang Vritaha Shatadhriti Hiranyakashipo Ratha Pradat tat tapasa prito varangstasya sudurlabhan. শ্রী নারদ কহিলেন, হিরণ্যকশিপুর তপস্যায় সন্তুষ্ট হইয়া ব্রহ্মা এই প্রকারে প্রার্থিত হইয়া ওই সকল সুদুর্লভ বর প্রদান করিলেন. Narad Goswami is continuing to speak to Yudhishthir Maharaj. There is a conversation going between Yudhishthir and Narada, where Yudhishthira wanted to know why Hiranyakashipu wanted to kill his own son, and how could Prahlad get devotion even though he is born in a demoniac family. He wanted to know this. So he is continuing to speak on this topic. So Narada is telling that Hiranyakashipu performed severe penances and Brahma was satisfied with those penances. And thus, whatever he has asked for, even though it is very, very rare to attain, he was awarded that by Brahmaji. Shri Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur writes in the commentary, এই চতুর্থ অধ্যায়ে ব্রহ্মার নিকট হইতে বরলাভের পর হিরণ্যকশিপু বিষ্ণুর প্রতি বিদ্বেষ করিয়া দিবলোক হইতে দেবগণকে নিরাকৃত করেন এবং প্রহ্লাদের প্রেম ও ভক্তি হইতে উত্থিত গুণাবলী বলা হইয়াছে. Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur summarizes what we are going to hear in this particular chapter. After receiving the benediction from Brahmaji, Hiranyakashipu became a very powerful, demon. He cannot be conquered by anyone. That was the purpose of his performing penances also, that there should not be anyone challenging him. He should not be defeated by anyone. And in fact, nobody should be standing in front of him. So this is the kind of power that he had prayed, and Brahmaji also had given tathastu, okay, maybe it's so. Later, of course, Brahmaji will get scoldings from the Lord. Why did you do this? If someone is praising you so much, you don't have to go beyond, what you are supposed to do. Because if the powers are in the hands of evil persons, they are never utilized for the welfare of the living entities. They are always misutilized and they are only used to trouble the living entities. So evil persons should never be awarded these, boons, such powers. So Hiranyakashipu, after attaining these powers, his enmity towards Vishnu has increased further, because now he knew that I have powers, nobody can stand in front of me. He is thinking that, Vishnu or Krishna, whoever is coming, they are all created by Brahmaji. And if it is not That way, if Vishnu is not coming in person and then he is leaving, Sudarshan Chakra, I have guarded myself from that also. No weapons should be able to kill me. So he is like, nicely insured from all the directions of becoming fully immortal. Now, his enmity or enviousness towards Vishnu has increased further, because now he knows that he can challenge Vishnu. And now, in order to, bring wrath in Supreme Lord Sri Krishna also, and also to exhibit his own power, he had vacated all the demigods from the heavenly planets. All the demigods, you should get out of this place. Your place is mine now. I am sitting on this asana, singhasan. So this is going to be described in this particular chapter, how Hiranyakashipu had conquered the heavenly planets. And also we will hear in this chapter about the glories of Prahlad Maharaj, how devoted and what kind of loving devotion he has towards Lord Vishnu. We are going to also hear about his qualities, the contrast, demons and the devotees. What is the difference between the two? हिरण्यकशिपु कर्तृक प्रार्थित ब्रह्मा एखाने अनुक्त कर्तरी तृतीयाय स्थले शेषे षष्ठीर प्रयोग तस्य ताहाके संपादने चतुर्थीर स्थले षष्ठीर प्रयोग होइयाछे। श्री ब्रह्म उवाच ताते मे दुर्लभा पुंसां यान वृणीशे वरान यम तथापि वितराम्यंग वरान यद्यपि दुर्लभान। श्री ब्रह्मा कहिलेन, हे वत्स, तुमी जे सकल वर आमार निकट प्रार्थना करितेछो ताहा पुरुषेर पक्षे दुर्लभ हইলেও तथापि তোমাকে তাহা দিতেছি। So Brahma is speaking to Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu has prayed for the various boons. Now Brahmaji is speaking to him, my dear son, even though the boons that you have asked for is extremely rare to be awarded and they are not easily attained by anyone, yet I am awarding these to you. Shri Vishnu Chakravarti writes in the commentary, यद्यपि जदिव এই সকল বর দুর্লভ তথাপি এই দুর্লভ বর আমি দিতেছি। Even though they are very rare to attain, I shall award you this. এই স্থলে ব্যবহিতান্বয় যদি সৌঢ়ব্য হয় তবে এই রূপ ব্যাখ্যা করা যাইতে পারে। So there is another meaning that can come out of this particular statement. Every sentence or every word has different meanings in its context. So even though it is extremely rare, I am awarding you this. It is a straight meaning, but Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that it can also mean little different. What is that? Tate boltechen jatam bar प्राप्त व्यक्ति गणेरु दुर्लभ जे सकल जाहा पाइयाऊ पावा হয় না সেই সকল বর। অর্থাৎ হিরণ্যকশিপু প্রকারান্তরে অমৃত বর চাইলেও সেই দুর্লভ বর লাভ করেন নাই, এই অর্থ। So even though it appears that he got the boon that he was looking for, yet it is not complete. What it means is that he wanted to become immortal and he thought that by asking all these things I have become immortal. But actually he has not become immortal. So it is durlabha, it is rare. It means it is extremely rare, means nobody can get this. You are feeling that you got it, but actually you have not got it. So this is the indirect meaning that Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is mentioning. Because nobody can become immortal. Even the greatest power has to collapse one day, has to be destroyed one day. And there is never a time that evil has gained over good. Always good prevails. But evil may last for a long time, it may give trouble, but it is at the end it's only good that prevails. So evil powers, if the Lord can, you know, if there is such evil power, there is also superior entity, Supreme Lord, who could, you know, mitigate everything. Just like Hiranyakasipu, ordinarily, if you see, he had asked the boon with so many permutations and combinations, thinking that he could become immortal, but yet Krishna found a way to kill him. It has not happened without the will of Krishna. Brahma has not given boon without, because nothing will happen without his will. But the thing is that it only indicates that nobody can oversmart Krishna. Even we think that we are the best in the world, you know, we can beat God, you know, it is, you know, as I used the word some time ago, Godgiri, you know, becoming, you know, exhibiting the, you know, the powers of God, or thinking oneself to be God, you know, but Krishna or the Lord will always outsmart all our intelligence, our powers, everything will be finished. One devotee asked Srila Swami Maharaj that, is there anything that God can create, an object that God can create, which cannot be lifted by him? Yes, lift. So heavy.
Giriraj.
Giriraj. Is there any object or a thing that God can create which he himself cannot lift? No? Maybe, may not be. If he cannot create, he cannot be God.
Yeah.
If he cannot lift, he cannot be God.
Yeah. Yeah. One Swami Prabhupada, in Western, they say, why you this much trust is Krishna is God? You said this many things, like, why just Krishna? He said, okay, you give another personality who is more than Krishna, I'm leaving Krishna and will come to your side.
Yeah.
Who?
Yes.
He is this, he is this, he is this, six qualities saying, and he is a God.
Yes. Yes. So God should have the 6 qualities. Aishwaryasya samagrasya. Person who, show me any person other than Krishna who has got these qualities in full. Everyone has got these qualities to some degree. But show me one person who has all the 6 qualities in full.
Yeah.
No one. So now the question is, can God create an object that he himself cannot lift? If he cannot create, he is not God. If he cannot lift, he is not God. You know, it is like, what do you call, it's a puzzle, it's a riddle.
Yeah.
Now, Srila Swami Maharaj said, yes, God can create something that he cannot lift. But he will assume a form in which he can lift. Because nobody can outsmart Krishna. You know, God is the one who possesses that is beyond our imagination. If we have that imagination in the brain that, oh, this could be there, God has much more intelligence. That he is beyond the reach of our mind. Atah Shri Krishna namadina bhaved grahyam indriyai. By sense organs, by mind, nobody can understand Supreme Lord Shri Krishna. Our Param Gurudev was once in East Pakistan, the current day Bangladesh. He went for a preaching activity. And there was one Maulvi, one Muslim leader kind of a thing, or a Muslim person. And there were some political riots going on during those days because at that time Bangladesh has to be separated from India. So and there were some riots going on. And Param Gurudev nevertheless went to that country for the preaching purpose. And local police, they warned our Param Gurudev that Maharaj, please don't bring any topic that is sensitive, particularly Muslim, Hindu, God. Don't bring this topic. You can just speak general, because there are so many persons in the assembly in disguise, waiting for any such mistake to happen, and they will attack. So our Param Gurudev said, okay, better to be safe. So he announced that I am going to speak about Atma and other things. If anyone have any questions in relation to the topic that I am speaking, you can hold back your questions, and I will answer them at the end of my speech. You can ask those questions at that time. But if there are questions outside today's topic, you can come to my place. I am living in such and such place. You can ask me there. So he wanted to play safe. Now our Param Gurudev started speaking Hari Katha. In between, one Muslim person stood up. Maharaj, I have a question. And everyone else shouted, no, you are not supposed to ask a question. Because it has been announced, it is in the code of today's speech that nobody will ask question in between. But nevertheless he spoke. He said that, why do you worship idols? Why idolatry is promoted in your religion? So he directly picked the point.
Yeah, so generous.
Because some dispute is required there. Then everyone tried to shut his mouth. No, don't ask this. If you have any question, go to Swamiji's house and then ask, not here. But Param Gurudev saw that if he doesn't answer it, then many persons in the audience, they may think that there is no answer to this. Or maybe Swamiji wants to speak in person to him. So he told, no, whatever Maulvi Sahab, means the Muslim, had asked is very much in the context of today's speech. I will take this question. So he quieted everyone. So then the crowd became, quiet. Param Gurudev asked, Maulvi Sahab, do you believe in your God? He said, yes, I believe Allah. Do you believe that Allah is all powerful? He said, yes, Allah is all powerful. Can your Allah, there is Maiman Singh village in East Pakistan, that is Bangladesh, which is famous for wild elephants. There is a forest with wild elephants. Can your Allah take the trunk of elephant in Maiman Singh's elephant trunk from this side of the needle to that side of the needle through the hole? Then the Muslim was quiet. He had no answer. He was what to do, what to answer, what not to answer. He was quiet. Then Param Gurudev replied, I don't know, when you said Allah is all powerful, Sarva Shaktiman, I don't know what you mean by all powerful. The meaning of all powerful is kartum akartum anyata kartum sa samartha ishvaraha. The meaning, the definition of Ishvara, Supreme Personality or Supreme God, is that there is nothing like he can do this or he cannot do this. He can do something and he can undo it, whatever has been undone, he can redo it and he can go on doing it.
Like our
Hmm?
crooked Krishna.
Yes, anything. So, yes, there was the challenge is that can, your Allah take the trunk of elephant from this side of the needle to that side of the elephant, not even hurting even a single hair of the elephant. Not even a single hair of the elephant should be, removed. Can he do this? So he was like stunned and he was like quiet. So the definition of Ishvara is that there is nothing that is impossible for him. Sarva Samartha. He is all competent. He is all powerful. There is nothing that is outside him that he needs to acquire some powers. He needs to acquire something to do a thing. Then that Maulvi Sahib, that Muslim, immediately got quiet. When the Lord, then the Supreme God can do anything, why cannot he come in a deity form? If there is nothing impossible for the God to do, what is the difficulty in understanding that the God has come in, a murti, which you are calling as idol? Where is the difficulty in understanding? There is nothing that is impossible for Supreme Lord. Yes, it depends on with what, faith or love you are calling the Supreme Lord. The Lord is not subservient to anyone that, oh, I want to have this murti in my house, oh God, come. He will not come. But when the pure devotees invite the Supreme Lord, he becomes subdued by their loving devotion and he comes automatically. Therefore, here Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is telling that even though Hiranyakasipu thought that he became, immortal, and he can now, he is now the master of everyone, yet he has not completely understood Vishnu. He has not got the invincible powers which are above Krishna or Vishnu. So that is why Vishwanath Thakur is telling that although he thought that he became immortal, he has not attained that, boon of becoming immortal. That is why how Supreme Lord killed him. All the boons that he got from Brahma are properly met. Neither he was killed on the floor nor in the sky, nor inside, neither inside nor outside, nor in the daytime, neither in the daytime. Yes, in the lap, at the junction of the house, and neither on the floor nor on the sky, on the lap, nor by astra or shastra, not by any weapons, just by his, nails. So in this manner, all the conditions have been met, nor by any created creature of Brahma. He would have asked not by humans, not by lion, but he did not ask lion man, not by a lion man. He didn't ask. He never imagined that there is something called a lion man also, a tiger man, lion man, boar man. He didn't expect that something could happen. So that we can imagine is very much, within the Lord's scope, because we are created beings by the Lord. We cannot go, our imagination cannot go beyond Lord's creation. Tato jagama Bhagavan amoghanugraho vibhuhu pujito asura varjena स्तूयमान प्रजेश्वरैः अनंतर अव्यर्थ प्रसाद विभु भगवान ब्रह्मा असुर श्रेष्ठ कर्तृक पूजित ओ प्रजापति ऋषिगण कर्तृक स्थित होइया गमन करें. So after that, Brahma ji, whose benedictions do not go in vain, whatever boon he gave, whatever blessings he gave, that will not go in vain. So such is the blessing of Brahma. So that Brahma was worshipped by Hiranyakashipu because he got what he wanted to get. So therefore he was pleased and he worshipped Brahmaji, and all the demigods also now satisfied because Hiranyakashipu's penances have come to a halt. Previously, all the demigods went to Brahmaji to pray to him that he want to become very very powerful. The fire is radiating from his head, and all the worlds are burning. If you don't go and stop him, it is going to be extremely dangerous. If he gets very very powerful, then we cannot stand in front of him. He want to steal your post as Brahma. He want to become the sole proprietor of the three worlds, and he wants to change the entire constitution of this world. Everything he wants to change. So please go. Now all the demigods are also pleased. Okay, somehow Hiranyakashipu's penances have come to a halt, but they don't know already destruction is made. Damage is already made because he has been given the powers which he is going to misutilize. He is not going to use it for any good cause or for the welfare, or he is not going to keep quiet. Evam labdhavaro दैत्यो विभ्रद्धेममयं वपुः भगवत्यकरोदृशं भ्रातुर्वधम मनुस्मरन् दैत्य ओई प्रकारे बर लाभ करिया स्वर्णमय शरीर धारण करिलो एवं स्वीय भ्राता हिरण्यकशिपुर वध स्मरण करिया भगवानेर प्रति द्वेष करिते लागिलो. After this, Hiranyakashipu got an effulgent body, golden color complexion, and youthful body. He started to think about his brother Hiranyaksha, and his enviousness towards Vishnu has increased as he remembered his brother more and more. स विजित्य दिशः सर्वा लोकांश्च त्रीन् महासुरः देवासुर मनुष्येन्द्र गंधर्व गरुडोरगान् सिद्ध चारण विद्याध्रान् ऋषीन् पितृपतीन् मनून् यक्ष रक्षः पिशाचेशान् प्रेतभूतपतीनपि सर्वसत्त्वपतीन् जित्वा वशमानीय विश्वजित् जहार लोकपालानां स्थानानि सह तेजसा. सेई विश्व विजेता महासुर त्रिलोक ओ दिग समूह जय करिया देवता असुर नरपति गंधर्व गरुड़ सर्प सिद्ध चारण विद्याधर ऋषिगण यमादि पितृपति मनु यक्ष राक्षस पिशाचेश्वर प्रेतपति भूतपति एवं अन्य सकल प्राणियों ताहादेर अधिपति गण के पराजित करिया स्वीय वशे आनयन पूर्वक लोकपालक गणेर सहित ताहादेर तेज एवं स्थान समूह हरण करिलो. So now he has got powers and he is becoming a powerful enemy of Vishnu. So the first thing he did was that he conquered all the directions. All the directions, whatever is there in different directions, the entire Earth planet, other planets have been completely conquered. Upper, lower and middle planetary system. And the gods, demigods, other demons who are small demons, still on lying means are present during that time, they all have been, finished or conquered. Narapati, all the kings existing at that time, the Gandharvas, Garudas means the birds, Sarpa, all the serpents, the serpent family, Siddhas, Charanas, Vidyadharas, the rishis, the what do you call Pitra Purushas means the previous forefather Manus, Yakshas, Rakshasas, the ghosts, the evil spirits, the witches, and whatever other types of living entities are present, everyone were have been conquered by Hiranyakashipu and Swiyavashayanin, and they were brought to his shelter. They were forced to submit to him, all these persons. And tahader tej evang sthana samoha haran kurla. Their glory, their power, their place, everything has been, stolen, or everything has been, grabbed by Hiranyakashipu, because he is now very powerful and nobody can challenge his position now. Yes.
What? Who gave his name Hiranyakashipu?
Mother.
Mother?
Diti.
Diti. Diti and Aditi.
Yes, Aditi is the mother of demons.
Yeah.
Aditi is the mother of demigods. In the purport, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, गरुड़ जातीय पक्षीगण के पराजित करियाছিলেন किंतु श्री विष्णुर वाहन गरुड़ के नहीं এই भाव. We have to here understand that Hiranyakashipu conquered the Garudas. Garuda here one has to understand not the Vishnu's vehicle Garuda, but all the birds. Garuda is the leader of all the birds. He has got more powers. Therefore, Garudas means all the birds have been conquered, but not the Garuda that Vishnu is, sitting on. You have to understand that. Because that is not ordinary bird, that is Vishnu personification. The Chakra, the Sudarshan Chakra, the Garuda, they are all non-different from him. They are not ordinary birds or ordinary discs. They are non-different from Krishna. Devodyanashriya Jushtamadhyanta Sma Tripishtapam Mahendra Bhavanam Saksha Nirmitam Vishwakarmana Trailokya Lakshayatanam Madhyuvasakhila Ardhimat. See असुर देवोद्यान शोभा विशिष्ट त्रिपिष्टपे एवं स्वयं विश्वकर्मा निर्मित त्रैलोक्यलक्षीर आश्रय स्वर्ग महेंद्र भवने अशेष समृद्धिशाली होया वास करिते लागिलो. He also has snatched the throne of Indra, Devendra. He is Deva Udyan, the beautiful heavenly garden that is there in the heaven, a beautiful garden that has been, usurped by Hiranyakashipu. Swayam Vishwakarma Nirmito Trailokya Ashraya Swarge Mahendra Bhavan, and Mahendra Bhavan, the residence of Indra, that has been, designed and constructed by Vishwakarma, the architect of the demigods. Vishwakarma is the architect of the demigods. And his architecture is the best architecture. So, whatever has been constructed by him for the residence of Indra, the king of heaven, has been, snatched by Hiranyakashipu. That is called as Trailokya Lakshmir Ashray. That is, all the opulences in the three worlds is very insignificant in front of the house of Indra. The house of Indra, the place where Indra lives, and the court in which Indra sits is, so opulent that all the opulence of three worlds will simply be insignificant or defeated by the beauty of that. Okay, we will stop here, continue tomorrow. Okay. वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग गांधर्विका गिरिधारी श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंचतत्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। परमाराधितम पतित पावन स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोस्वामी श्री गुरु महाराज की जय। जय नित्य लीला प्रविष्टोम विष्णुपाद परमहंस स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति दयित माधव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जगत गुरु श्री भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री श्री रूपानुग गुरु वर्ग की जय। श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ षड गोस्वामी प्रभु की जय। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की जय। श्री कृष्ण द्वैपायन वेदव्यास महामुनि की जय। श्री सुखदेव गोस्वामी एवं परीक्षित महाराज की जय। श्रीमद् भागवत श्रवणकारी भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री हरिनाम प्रभु की जय। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे।